Queens, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be trying out this Milani Halloween collection. The palette I recently picked up is the Beautiful Nightmare palette, and this is what it looks like. I really do like the color scheme of the palette. This would be literally like one of the first times of me actually using Milani's eye products. I have palettes from them, but I just never really used them. But when I saw this on Trim Mood, I was like, oh, okay, let me get my hands on it. I wanted to do like a kind of affordable drugstore eye look, you know, not always doing looks using like $50 and $60 palettes. This palette was very affordable, so if you haven't tried anything from Milani, I would suggest you go check out their website. Enough of that chit chat. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into it. Queens, welcome to Makeup Monday. So first things first, I am priming my lids with my Too Faced concealer, and I'm going to be blending that out with my e.l.f. brush. I really do wish I would have used my P. Louise, but that's okay. Then I'm going to dive straight into this palette. This palette is so beautiful. The first shade I'm going in with is the black shade, and it's called Good Night. And one thing I can say is the shade is definitely buildable. The only thing I did notice is that later on in the look, it did start to turn a little bit, but it still got the job done. And then the next shade I'm going to go in with is this beautiful lime green shade called Mischief. I really do love that shade. That is one of my favorite shades in the palette. I'm just pretty much using a small brush to just blend out that black. And then what I'm going to do is switch to a fluffier brush. I like to build then blend, especially like when I'm dealing with colors that I don't know how well they're going to show up on my skin tone. So I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions until these shades are completely blend together and I don't see any harsh lines. And then I just went straight ahead and cut my crease, and now I'm using a smaller detail brush, and I'm going back in with that same black shade because I just really want to make this look super defined and make sure that all the colors show up nice and evenly. And then for my lid, I'm going in with this shade called Ill Will. Quite frankly, I really was hoping that that blue was going to be a little bit brighter. You guys are going to be able to see once I put on the other shade, which is the silver shade, that I just felt like the blue wasn't light enough. So I'm going to go in and brighten that up using another palette. And now in my inner corner, I'm throwing on this silver shade. Okay, so now that I have that silver shade on, I'm just going between the two shades, sweeping them back and forth to make sure I don't have any line of demarcation. And now I'm going to be using this baby blue shade from the crayon case. I feel like that color looks better with this look than the Ill Will shade, only because the Ill Will shade was just entirely too dark in my opinion. It just didn't look right. So now I'm just going right in and doing the other eye, repeating the same exact steps. I try to make them look as even as possible. And then to deepen up that outer corner, what I pretty much did is just went back in with that Good Night shade and just did packing motions until I got it to look as deep as it possibly, as deep as I wanted it to look. Okay, so now time to finish up the rest of the face. I'm going in now with my ABH bronzer. That is my ride or die right now. I really do like it. And then for lips, I just threw on some Juvia's Place lip gloss. And then just dusting off any extra powder. And then for blush, I'm throwing on my favorite blush from my Morphe face palette. I'm obsessed with that palette. It is so beautiful. And for bronzer, I'm just going in with the Soul bronzer from ColourPop. That bronzer is so big. I'm also featuring that bronzer in Wednesday's video, so be looking out for that as well. It's going to be like a trying new makeup video. So yeah, that completes this look.
Okay, queens, that's pretty much it for today's video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this eye look. One thing I can say is that I really do like the color scheme of the palette. The only thing I do wish is that some of these glitters were a little bit brighter. I did have to end up going into another palette just to get that bright blue look. I kind of felt like this dark blue shade right here was kind of canceling the black out. Like, I just kind of felt like when I was doing this eye look that I really did not care for the fact that this wasn't bright enough. But I am definitely going to go check out some more things from Milani, and I think you should do so as well. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Bye.